Hit the. All right, you're live.
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Jim Hodson. I'm here with Gary Goff, and actually we've got Don Pyatt with us here today, but you may not see Don. We're here at the Fun With Aviation Museum, home to the most touchable warbirds in Texas. And today we're going to talk about our new little friend, which is right here behind me, the OH-58 Kiowa. I'm going to get out of the way a little bit so Gary can give you a full frame on it. As many of you remember, we had
X.
As many of you may remember, 2009 Father's Day storm that came through our original Kiowa, which we referred to as the most photographed airplane in Texas, had been damaged to the point where we didn't feel that we could fix it here. And so we've been on the lookout for a replacement airframe since that took place. This airplane came to us from the Joint Reserve Base. It was with the Army Baker Company over there. It had been there so long that nobody that's presently there, and I think it's a Black Hawk unit, had any knowledge of the Kiowa or any connection to this. So working with the leadership and at the Joint Reserve Base, we now have a loan agreement through the new CO of the base for this Kiowa. This is an OH-58 Alpha. We know absolutely nothing about its history other than the period of time that it spent at the ARB. It was over there since at least 2004, because we've seen pictures back there. Its serial number is 701546. So if anybody has any information or knows of a source for information on this, please let us know. But that number again is 701546. We found that on old pictures and also underneath some of the paint here. This airplane is a 1970. That's where the 70 comes from. So there's a possibility that this could have some Vietnam time. It could also potentially have some Storm Desert Shield time. But one of the things that we don't know about is you'll notice we've got short skids on this one, which usually that's these right here. This usually means that it was in a training environment, and it was used. Most of the helicopters that we've seen have come out of Fort Rucker were like this, and they had the short skids on it. The taller skids were the ones that were more operational, but this one does have, for instance, the pad back here, and that's just a rubber pad, and that was a shock mount for a gun emplacement. There would be a gun that would be attached out here, and then this was part of it. So we're going to show you the inside. We wish we could take this one, and this is on the new trailer. The old trailer that we had was damaged in the storm also when it got flipped over. The got bent. So this is our new trailer, which we got specifically for this. Well, there we go. You can look at this beautiful interior on this helicopter.
Got a little bit of interior,
but not much. It's essentially been gutted, and so our intention is to take this helicopter, and we're in the process of trying to find an organization that potentially can redo this for us. Let's see if it seems to be locked. You can open it up. But the back is pretty much the same way. It's empty. But the helicopters, these OH-58s, whether they other combat in any area, combat. 600,000
more. Oh my gosh!
More than almost anything. So this airplane will live on this trailer, and once we get it refurbished, it will be able to take the place of the one we had before, and it'll be in parades. It'll go to community activities. It'll go to air shows. Of course, they were all built here, and I believe the number's around 12,000 or so of these helicopters that were built. A lot of people are familiar with them because police departments have used them, news companies and radio stations and TV stations have used them. So they're very familiar airplanes, and of course they were all built here.
They say that your sound is coming in spotty, so you want to switch out. Let's use mine, and that it will. All right, give me the old one.
That one's yours.
Okay, how are we doing now, guys? Can somebody give me a thumbs up or give me a that the audio's coming in better?
Testing 1, 2,
Testing
3, 4,
for the
5,
audio. Thank
5,
you for
4,
the
3.
heads up, guys, on the audio. Appreciate it.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Thanks. So this one is essentially the same as the other one that we had, except this is an Alpha. The best we can tell, it was never converted to It was never converted to a D, but it's got the wire cutters up front. It's got good glass, although the glass was painted. So we're going to have to see what we can do about removing the paint from the glass. But the outside of the airplane is in excellent condition for us.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So it needs a new paint job, but that's something that we know how to do here. Now we're going to walk you over and show you the old Kiowa.
Yeah, damaged ones.
Yeah. We had some inquiries about the fuselage after we're done with it. We can show you the other. You can see the interior better.
And you get an idea because look, the tail is sitting on the ground. Ah, man.
Yeah, the sides on this one were broken. The vertical side, because this is the side it fell on.
Yeah, definitely was loose there, dude.
Yeah. In fact, let's walk on the other side. You'll be able to see the damage better.
Oh my gosh. Yep, that's definitely damaged. Ah, that just sounds bad.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it fell over on this side. So if you can see this, and Gary will be able to show you the pictures, the glass is broken out. The frame was bent over and snapped. So it really pancaked when it fell over.
Didn't want your head above you.
Yeah, so this one's still locked, but you can see in the front here, I believe. Well, maybe from the other side we'll be able to do it. The interior on this helicopter is in pretty good shape.
Yeah, because we used to take this around everywhere. And everybody
Yeah.
got to sit in it, and most of the switches were all in it, and it was pretty impressive to say the least.
Well, as you can see, the glass is broken. It's really difficult to be able to replace this, but the instrument panel had been completely redone, and it was done. You can see the body of the airplane here has just been crushed. We don't have the ability to do this, but
No.
we have been talking to Westworth Village.
Ouch.
They are in the process of putting a park together, a kids park, and so we are looking at helping them with some type of an airframe that they can have in the park. This yard one that we have. So we still got this lined up, but you can see inside this one from this side. Gary can make.
I got it.
There we go. We've got it a little covered up, but the instrument panel is complete in this. The interior parts, for the most part, are good. So the intention is to find a business here locally that will help us take the interior out of this one, put it in our new little friend, and then
That'll
be
be
back
nice.
on the road with our outreach program. We did receive some insurance money because of the damage from the storms, so we don't have to do a fundraiser on this, which is helpful. So we're going to be able to hopefully get this other one on the road by this summer. By the time that outdoor activities start to go up again, we've got a new trailer, so we're looking forward to being able to get back out on the road with this program. This helicopter, before it was damaged, had close to, just people that we know had actually had an opportunity to see and touch the airplane, was close to 200,000 people over the period of time that we had it on the trailer and we're taking it to events. And that's why we say it was the most photographed airplane in Texas, because so many people would get in, especially at the air shows. They'd get in, get their picture taken, and they'd be out and gone. So it was really disappointing because the Cobra, as much as people like to see our Cobra on a trailer, they can't get in and out of it. So this was fun. I can remember one day walking up and we'd close some kids up inside of it, and they got out and they said, "Well, what did you think?" And they said, "We went to Mars." So it's been a real imagination machine for us. So we're looking forward to being able to get the new one. It took a long time to get it here. This was not an overnight deal. It took the better part of a year and a half to find a helicopter and then work out in a loan arrangement with the JRB. And so we will be back in business again. So we're really looking forward to that. We wanted to show all of you folks that this morning. If anybody's got questions, I think we can try to answer those right now. No question.
Everybody's watching, though.
Okay.
We got a lot of people watching, which is
good.
great.
I'm glad of that. We've got some other what we call what we think is going to be very exciting news. We can't tell you about it just yet, but hopefully within another week or so, we're going to have some big news for y'all. In the meantime, there was also some video that was taken of going and retrieving the helicopter at the JRB, putting it on the trailer and bringing it here, and that was done as a video, and I'm going to upload that onto the site or give you a link to that into YouTube later on today. So we've coming up, we're going to want to get out to Prop Wash and get a look at the 01 Bird Dog. We're told that it's just about ready to be painted, and so that's a big step with that airplane prior to getting it back in the air and flying it again. And so we're hopefully things are just moving along for everybody. You're staying safe. The vaccinations are taking place. We are going to be open on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, for spring break. So we're going to be open that day, which is a Wednesday.
Come see us. We're going to be
week.
open all day long.
So come on out. I know kids are some in school and some are at home, but they all need a break. So bring them out, let them run around the yard out here, check out the airplanes, and generally have a good time. So unless there's any other questions, this one will be a little bit short today. But we'd like to thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your support, your ongoing support with this, and we'll hope to see you next week. So for Jim and Gary from the Fort Worth Aviation Museum, see ya.
See ya.